And to those Americans who entered the country since August 2021 and have been detained by the Taliban, we will not rest until we bring you home. Since September 2021, the administration has resettled more than 185,000 Afghans. We've approved or welcomed to the United States more than 68,000 Afghans under the Special Immigrant Visa Program. That is nearly half of all of the SIVs issued since the program's inception in 2009. This is a profoundly difficult period for the Afghan people, especially Afghanistan's women and girls. But I believe the final chapter has not been written on Afghanistan. Just last week, I had the chance to be with many partners who supported the evacuation effort, including members of Congress. We were joined by resilient and resourceful young women who left Afghanistan in August 2021 and is now an aerospace engineering student at MIT. She aspires to be the first Afghan woman astronaut. In part because of our two-decade commitment to Afghanistan, there are many more women who have the opportunity to go to school, to connect with the wider world, to imagine a different life for themselves. And these women, their experiences, their hopes, will, I know, one day help pave a path to an Afghanistan where all people can actually choose their own futures. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I personally, and other members, we got 4 busloads of girls at the American School of Music out after Abigail, who are now in Portugal. They performed at Carnegie Hall and the Kennedy Center. But there are many women, unfortunately, who are now enslaved under Sharia law by the Taliban. I now recognize myself for questions. Mr. Secretary, in September of this year, your State Department's Inspector General revealed that Embassy Kabul, under your leadership, abandoned, quote, sensitive security assets, unquote, during the deadly Afghanistan evacuation. Those lethal assets included firearms, armored vehicles, and other weapons. Your IG concluded the embassy left them intact for the Taliban. And if that wasn't bad enough, documents, classified documents, many that I subpoenaed, also revealed that you left behind droves of the embassy's, again, classified documents to the Taliban. Your own diplomats described desperate attempts to burn documents on the rooftops and in the embassy while helicopters took off the embassy's roof, very reminiscent in my younger life of Saigon. All because the administration failed to prepare. Finally, your chief of mission kicked out the embassy's Afghan employees from HKIA, telling them to come back later, leaving them to the Taliban. You never made it back. You never survived. Who we gave our trust to, that we would protect them. You left weapons behind to the Taliban, classified documents to the Taliban. You left behind embassy employees to the Taliban. And now 3 years later, your own IG, Inspector General, concluded that your State Department has been unwilling and unable to learn from its mistakes. My question is, have you read the IG report and have you held your own State Department accountable?
13, 14.
How can accepting insurance be financially sustainable for me? Does accepting insurance mean taking lower rates? So accepting insurance used to mean unsustainable reimbursement rates. However, I've noticed that there's been a shift and insurance reimbursement rates are starting to become more competitive. Now, is it going to be the same as cash pay? Absolutely not. Are you going to be able to make a living if you're an all insurance-based practice? Yeah, I definitely think you can. Not to mention, a lot of people are trying to use insurance when seeking a therapist, so potentially you'll be able to build a caseload faster, and you'll have more clients reaching out and a wider scope of clients, and so you'll probably never run into issues with sustaining a full practice.
You know, I hate more than anything, terrible Chinese products. Did you know that those little things will shatter if you drop them from shoulder height? This is StockBox, and the best part about it, it's all mechanical.
I don't need a StockBox. I just need to teach my kids gun safety.
How are you going to teach them when or tail? Or what if I was my friends over and I didn't have enough time to teach them gun safety yet?
Okay, but I would never walk lock up my gun. If I need my gun, every second counts.
Where are you gonna put it at?
I keep it in my drawer.
Nothing is faster to access than a stopwatch. It's even faster than your drawer. Let's do a test. Intruder! Intruder!
But if it's so easy, then just anybody can get into it.
Well, no, not really. You have to know your code and understand how it works. And trust me, it's not as easy as it looks.
Okay, but I would never put some batteries and electronics between me and my gun.
Well, good. The stopbox is all mechanical, so it does not use batteries or electronics. It's also specifically designed to be used in the dark and under stress, so it won't lock you out if you accidentally press the wrong button.
Wait, I'm confused.
That's okay.
How does it work?
The stopbox lock design is so unique, even the patent officer was like, this is the dopest thing I've ever seen. Probably. Here's how it works. Each finger button can move between 3 positions, so you can select between 81 combinations. Then you have to press down on the lid to disengage the lid pressure safely, then press the thumb lock and lift to open. If you consider all of these steps, there are hundreds of combinations that keep the stopbox locked.
Couldn't someone just steal this?
Well, you can screw it down or use our security cable to secure it. The purpose of the stopbox is really to conceal and prevent immediate access to others while your gun is still in use. Unlike safes that are designed to be heavy and stationary, stopbox is made to be lightweight and portable so you can actually secure your firearm wherever you are. This is the bridge between the holster and the safe.
Wait, it's plastic?
The stopbox is made out of glass reinforced polycarbonate ABS and steel reinforced. It can take more abuse than anything in its class.
Whoa.
So maybe you didn't use stopbox.
Thank you for taking the time to watch our little skit. We get a lot of comments here on social media, and we try to respond to them. So with videos like this, we try to answer as